What up, man? Polo Sports Talking ENT here again with another one. Hit that like, hit that sub. Also, hit the comment section too so that you uh, can express your thoughts, and also hit the notifications too so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. First and foremost, man, I want to give a shout out to all of my subs that's been rocking with me from the beginning. First off, I want to thank the whole Lions Den, uh, the whole LDBC, man. All my brothers that's been rocking with me, and all of my subs that's been rocking with me, man. Nearing 500 subs right now, but like I said, man, I don't really get into any of that stuff, man, because I really do it. I do it for y'all, man. I'm just trying to work and grind to bring out good quality content to y'all. You know what I'm saying, and that the people need, because be a lot of stuff that a lot of people be yearning for and they be wanting to hear, but these networks and stuff, they not gonna give you the real. We gonna give you the inside scoop. We gonna make sure that we get down to the nook and cranny and the meat and potatoes of everything. But nevertheless, man, I want to thank y'all for rocking with me, and let's just keep on pushing. Let's keep on grinding. But anyways, man, Isaiah Thomas, everybody knows him as it, man. It, whatever you want to call him, man. The Lakers are certainly interested and have expressed interest in him. Now, as you know, Isaiah Thomas, has had a rough time over the course of the last couple of years or so. Um, he's being considered for a potential contract. Now, he had a 10-day contract with the New Orleans Pelicans, and people came on down on him kind of hard. He just played 3 games and he only averaged 7.7 points per game. Um, Now he was in the pro am and he scored 81 points, and this was in Seattle. Um, but like like I said, man, this is the NBA, and an NBA player, man, can go to a regular, like a regular, league, like an adult league, or something like that, man, and put up buckets, and him being at 32 years old, I mean, he'll still be able to go out there and produce and give quality offense, and give quality buckets and offense and everything. But you have to think though, when you get to the real cream of the crop, with guys that are younger, that are playing with a free spirit, um, that really they're playing uh, they're playing loose and free pretty much. Then it's a whole different ballgame. And some of these guys are, this generation right here, this young generation right here, is here to take everybody's lunch. The athleticism right now in this generation right here is at an all-time high. I mean, these guys are jumping and running at a high, very high level, and it's okay, yeah, that you put 81 points up. And listen, I'm not knocking it. I mean, I love Isaiah Thomas, man. Love what he brings to the game and everything. Uh, Now let me dissect this first. Now, if the Lakers get him, because I'm digressing a little bit. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. What I was just talking about. If the Lakers end up getting Isaiah Thomas, right, then you have another veteran who's been around the league and who has quite a bit of experience and has been somewhat successful in his own right. Isaiah Thomas, what he did for Boston, for that short period of time, was monumental. But We all know how that came to an end. It was, Danny Ainge, which unfortunately was the what's up with it, Matt Moses? I see you in the building, bro. We know how it ended up coming to an end, and that was because of Danny Ainge, and with the untimely death of his sister that took place, and then couple that with the fact of the injury, running him to the ground, it was just an abrupt ending, and I felt like Isaiah Thomas was done wrong, and he never got a fair shake once he left. Boston, so him going to LA, I think it would revitalize his career somewhat. Now he did have some friction with LeBron, and that's I'm interested to see how that will work out. Would they be able to go ahead and put their differences to a side and say, hey, look, let's just get a chip? Because believe it or not, uh, Nola boy made a valuable point. He made a valuable point today. Shout out to Nola James too. If you're not sub to Nola Boy Sports, go sub to James' channel. He spit that fire. He spit that real, and not gonna sugarcoat anything. That's why I fucks with James. But listen, he said this: when you a veteran and you want to win a chip, and other guys, you're around other guys that have done it and everything, and you haven't won a chip, then you're gonna fall in line. And I think that's what a lot of them guys are doing. They know that LeBron has won a chip. They even know that AD has won a chip. They even know that Howard has won a chip. Vogel has won a chip. Uh, everybody, a lot of them guys on it. KCP, they got championship experiences, and then you have guys on there that don't have championship experience, but they have been in the league for quite some time, such as Westbrook, uh, Melo, and so on and so forth. And they even got Trevor Ariza, who won a championship too, as well. But see, those guys are gonna try to fall in line as well as Isaiah Thomas. If he does come near to the Lakers, they're gonna fall in line, and they're gonna actually try to listen. I'm quite sure that they will try to listen, because a lot of them are just, they're on their last leg and they're trying to get that ring and go ahead and go out, much like Karl Malone did and Gary Payton did. They never complained about anything. They just fell in line and did what was necessary. And I think that that's what the attitude is going to be from Isaiah Thomas. When you're young and you're still trying to prove yourself, you still want to be that leader and everything. It's still a competitive aspect because you want to be that alpha on the squad. He was in a situation in Cleveland where he was like, look, I'm I'm Isaiah Thomas, and that's what the situation, kind of was, and he felt like, what, this isn't working or whatnot. So I'm hoping that Isaiah Thomas does, come back, or was it with the? I think he with the Lakers during that time. Hold on one second. He was with the. Give me 1 second, y'all. Uh, Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure, because I like to want to make sure that I was okay. Yeah, Brian, because he played a season with the Lakers. Uh, oh, I just had to make sure that I got everything correct, because I don't want to. Okay, yeah, right. So I was right. Yeah, he was in Cleveland at the time. Just making sure I had it right, because sometimes I get a little mixed up. But I just remember that he played with the Lakers uh, and everything. But I was trying to see. if LeBron was there, but he wasn't there during that time. I know that they were there in Cleveland together. I'm just trying not to get mixed up. I know he was with D Rose. He was also, he had that little stint with D Rose too. So those two situations were quite similar. But the thing about it is that Isaiah Thomas coming back, getting a shot, being able to somewhat revitalize his career and everything, it would be great. And being able to do it with the Story franchise. Me personally, do I still think that Isaiah Thomas has a lot in the tank? Yeah, it does. And see, yeah, I do. And I don't want to sit here and say, oh, he's too old because he's only 32 years old. Some people might look at that as old, believe it or not. 32 is still relatively young. You still have a couple years left, depending on how you keep your body in shape to be able to produce. I mean, you look at those guys that are on the team; they're ancient compared to what he is. LeBron, 36, Melo, 36, going on 37. Then you got Dwight Howard, who's getting up there. Uh, Westbrook, Westbrook is he's a little bit younger than them. So you know, Isaiah Thomas, hope he goes out there, man. If he is picked up by the Lakers, and definitely goes out there and produce. He's still a valuable player, but he has to fall in line with those other players. Like I said, he can't come in there trying to think that he's gonna run the show like this was like in the early 2010s and all that. You're gonna have to really go out there and just play your role. But see, it's hard for some players to do stuff like that, especially when you're used to being the leader of the team. But y'all tell me what you think. Make sure you hit that like, hit the sub if you're not a member of the channel, and also hit the notifications too so that you're able to get my videos again. Polo Sports Talking ENT. I'm going to holler at y'all.
Hey man, shout out my boy